Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video on Fetch. All right, wanted to do a daily update, and I must say Fetch is looking a little bit more enticing. In general, what we saw yesterday was quite bearish, right? So Fetch, in the end, I do think that Fetch held its own quite well. We had some spikes into resistance right here at 2.75. Did not break above that, but with those spikes, what you can see right now is that yesterday Fetch looked quite weak. All right, we had just gotten a bearish breakout. The EMAs were kind of flipping, and the EMAs were turning into resistance. So what I said is that I thought it was most likely to drop down to this level right here at 2.5 and 2.45, and from there we would see again. And what we did is we did spike down towards that level, and I think on most exchanges, due to lower liquidity than Binance, it did hit that level, but what happened from there is very strong support. So in many ways, Fetch right now is actually stronger than it was yesterday. However, we are still below this major resistance, or at least not below, but this entire area between 2.85 and 2.75 is filled with resistance, and we are and a bit lower, and we are still under most of that resistance. So Fetch, I mean, if you zoom out, we're still very bullish, all right? But the thing is, and that's also what I wanted to talk about right now and in this video, is that if you look at AI coins, a lot of them are actually underperforming Bitcoin. And Bitcoin has been strong, but if you look at some other narratives, like for example, Ethereum beta, or no, Bitcoin is actually outperforming most. But there was a bit of a drop. There was a bit of a drop in AI. You can see it's over the last night, it's been one of the poorest performers. But still, I mean, like I said, and I've said this countless times, fundamentally, I'm still bullish on Fetch, all right? If you want to buy this for the long term, I would say this is as good as a time as ever. I mean, maybe with the high funding rates that we still have, or that we again have, maybe with that, you could argue that we'll get a big spike down at some point of time, and that's the ideal time. That's not wrong, but like I said, DCAing is in crypto is also still the best way to go about it. All right, so now let's talk about what's next for Fetch, right? Well, I think the market structure, first of all, to start off with that, I think it's just neutral at this moment, all right? You can see there's still a lot of resistance above us, but we also broke above this trend line right here, and just in general, we got some very bullish reactions from our support. Like, we did not even drop down to the major support at 2.45 and 2.5, and we already were back up. So I would say at this moment, Fetch in the very short term is neutral, and if you zoom out, we're still bullish. And we also got I think we also got some other developments in AI, but that was a little bit more niche, I think. So the one thing we need to actually get bullish again is some sort of technical momentum. And I'm actually not sure if we have that. And because right now you can see that the momentum, the open interest is still quite low. All right, here you can see was very high right here. So here we were making higher highs, which was great. I'm not sure what this is. Some sort of a marker. All right. But now you can see, so let me do this. Now you can see that the open interest is still sloping down. All right, so is there a possibility that Fetch will break out? Yes, there very much is. I would say it's most likely that eventually we will break back above 2.75 and 2.8, and that we will rally back up to 3 and 3.05 and 3.1. So I do think this is most likely, but at this moment, and this is that's the difficult thing with these videos, at this moment, there's no confirmation for this, because the EMAs are flat, the ADX is low, which are both indications that we are moving sideways. And then if you look at the momentum, there's also, sure, it's bullish here and there, but it hasn't broken the bearish trend. So if that happens throughout the day, if we do break above that bearish trend in momentum, then we will break out and rally back up. But that's not something I can necessarily predict. That's something you have to see and react to. Because if the open interest does not break out, I would say it's most likely we'll just stay consolidating here. So that's what I think is most likely for now, but definitely be prepared for that bullish breakout, right? Because a bearish breakout when Bitcoin is this strong and with these AI market circumstances, I would call them, seems unlikely. So spikes down are possible since technically we are still consolidating, but a breakout, the main breakout you need to watch is a bullish one. So those are my thoughts. That's what I think you need to know for now. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.